In this video, I'm gonna show you what $820,000 gets you in the Leander, Texas area. Now we're touring the 216 plan with Highland Homes. This specific home is for sale and has 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. It's a 1-story plan backing up to greenery. And this home is a sprawling 1-story plan that's just over 3,000 square feet. Now, like usual, we're gonna go right out to the main living area. And of course, as you're seeing here, this home is not staged, but if you want a walkthrough of this home fully staged out, it's a model home in another community, and I can provide you a link to that model home so you can see this home staged, maybe get a better visual of what it looks like. But I absolutely love this lot. Take a look at this view as soon as you walk out to the main living area. This is what I think Highland Homes does so well. Very tall ceilings, great lighting, fantastic windows. And I think if you're moving to a suburb in the Austin, Texas area, having a view like this off your backyard is incredible. Now, what I want to start off with is the kitchen, and then we're gonna get into all the other areas of this home. I'll even talk about this community and this part of Leander, Texas that we're in. But starting off in the kitchen, I love what they did here. A lot of the upgrades in this home are very light and bright. You see that with the lighter flooring, lighter countertops, light backsplash, and then I love this dark cabinet that contrasts everything that I just said. Now, the backsplash does tie in some darker gray colors, but as you can tell, it's mostly very light and bright. We have a 5-burner gas stove above some pots and pans drawers, which is a good upgrade to have. We have this designer vent hood. I've been seeing this often in a lot of great Highland homes. I like the upper cabinets that they did with the glass insert. You can definitely add some design. And I'm realizing there are actually lights in there, but I did not see a switch. So maybe that's something I need to look into. I know that switch is the garbage disposal, but I'll have to find a switch. I think that element is great. It really ties in some good design elements on this side of the kitchen. Now, what I love about this floor plan, the 216 plan, is the double islands. You have this large kitchen island right here, and then on this side, you have another kitchen island with a sink right here, single basin sink. It's got the apron, and I love how this looks out to that view. I'm the one who does dishes in our household. I take great pride in that, and I love listening to a podcast while I'm just zoned out doing dishes. And I would love to have a view like this off of my sink. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. And just in case for my other people that are doing dishes, you got the dishwasher right there. Okay, now this is the part where I want your perspective. In this 1-story plan, I love how well this opens up. I don't know how you would use this space because you got living space over here, you have a dining area over here, and then you have a second living space over here. Now, I think this traditionally would be the main living room. And if that's correct, then you do have this area. And I know in the model home, they just have 4 chairs, kind of around like a coffee table, maybe just like a seating area. But what's interesting is they do have a floor outlet here. So that would usually go like over a recliner or something like that. So I'm interested to know how you would use this space. I think I would just put a couple chairs kind of facing each other and just have it as a seating area. And that's kind of what they have in the model home. Now, the dining area is simple. I love how you can just put a table here, possibly a 6-seater table. You lose some space with that patio door opening up, but I love the amount of views you get. So you can either see outside to that greenery back there, or you have a seat that looks to the rest of this sprawling 1-story home, and that's fantastic as well. Not too many 1-story homes feel this way. I think with furniture, you can start to see how big this area is, because I can tell you right now, this living room is massive. Those are 4 large windows almost going up to the top of the ceiling that I think open up the space so much and kind of give you an idea on how big this living room is. Now I know, again, this home is empty, but you can kind of use indicators of where everything is. That's a floor outlet, so that'd be perfect to kind of go over a recliner that you can plug in there. And then you have an outlet up there for a TV, and the white box next to it is to run wires from here to here. So if you have anything that you're tying into that TV, you don't have to run those wires up to the TV, you can run it behind the wall. That view is amazing, and I love coming out to a community like this called Bryson. It's a community that is closing out, so if you're watching this in late 2023 or 2024, this is a community that's dwindling down with inventory. But I love the topography out here. Now just bear with me, I'm not sure if you can hear that construction in the back, but I love the topography that they have in this community and the lots that can vary. So there are lots that have views that look out for a couple miles. There are lots like this that back up to beautiful greenery, and this is just fantastic. Now keep in mind, this pond, I believe this is a detention pond, but don't quote me on that. We can always double check that with the builder. Detention just means it's not made to retain water, it's just made to disperse it probably through there. Now, I would have to double check that again, but they just put this in, and to kind of show you how early, I mean, there's still construction going on here. So sometimes these areas can take some time to grow in, like you see some greenery right along that side that's growing in. But I think overall, it usually looks a lot nicer. I think we just had some rain here, and that's why I'm not gonna walk down there. You can see it's kind of muddy, but I just wanna give you a visual of the yard. Definitely not a big yard by any means. You have some yard space, but I think you're sacrificing yard space to get this beautiful view here that's backing up to that greenery. Now, the great part about Bryson, you can kind of see the roadway there. If you take that right turn there, you can get to the 183 highway in a matter of a couple of minutes. Now, the future growth of Austin is really happening along this northwest corridor in Leander. This suburb just has so much growth. I talk a lot about it on both of my YouTube channels. And basically on this side of Austin, the Austin Metro, I should say, you just have so many different mixed-use development projects, growth, employment growth, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. What I want to get to next is going to be the primary bedroom, and I love how this opens up. I'll just keep saying it throughout the video. Highland does this so well, where you have a box window on this side. Usually this is a structural upgrade in a lot of their plans where this wall would just go over, but you have an option to extend it out. I think when you have a lot like this, you just have to do that option. Because if the sun's setting on the left side, that means it's probably rising over there. So you get this beautiful sunlight when you open up the curtains in the morning. And then I'm shooting this around 4, 5 o'clock. So you get some great sunlight coming off the left side window. But this is just fantastic. All right, let's head to the primary bathroom next. You're gonna catch me in the reflection here a bunch. I love the sunlight that's coming in here. There is a lot available next door, so don't think that's always gonna be open like this. There will be a home back there. So you may not get as much sunlight, probably a good thing, but just keep that in mind. And then on this side, we have an area without a sink. So I think we know who that's for. And then we have 2 sinks on this side. Now I like how this bathroom has a walk-in shower that is its own area. You got tile all the way up to the ceiling, but I like how it opens up to the rest of the home, rest of the bathroom. So you can kind of come in here. And by the way, if you're worried about privacy, it's very easy to frost those windows like that are above the bathtub. Okay, so let's go to the walk-in shower, walk-in closet next. On this walk-in closet, you have two doors, one to get in from the bathroom and then one to exit. And that's because if you exit here, there is a utility room close by. So a lot of builders are starting to do that because it's not fun to take all your laundry throughout your home to get there. It's really nice to just open up a door and get to that utility room. Now we will get there in a second. I'll show you where that utility room is. Right there is the commode. And let's get to the rest of the main living area. There's so much to see here. By the way, if I don't open up a door, it's usually because it's just like a linen closet like that. I'm not gonna always open up all those because I wanna show you the main areas. I do have a very high attention to detail, but I also wanna show you as many of the main areas as possible. Okay, so we did the main living area, the kitchen, this dining and living room off of it. We saw the primary and bedroom on that side. Let's start with this side. So first off, I mentioned you have quick access to that utility room to do your laundry, and that would be right here. So that vent on the right side and the plumbing is for a washer and dryer. I love this cabinet color. They have this in one of their other inventory homes that's available here. And I think I'm seeing this in a lot of model homes. I like that they also have a sink here. I grew up with a dash hound, so we would always use a sink for our dash hound to wash him. And I love having that in the utility room. On this side, oh, by the way, that is the door that goes to the primary closet. I'll show you that in a second. But I want to show you this garage space. So they mentioned online they have a 3.5 car garage. I want to explain what that means. First off, you have two car garage right here. You have a half space over here. So you see that they extended it. By the way, this is where builders keep their appliances so they don't get stolen. So that's a big thing in some of these new build neighborhoods. They have the storage space on this side. That's gonna be a loop for a water softener. And then these are gonna be your water heaters. So I like how you get some extra storage space. If you didn't have that storage space, you still have this tandem space. That's why they're calling it a 3.5 car garage. This is your third car tandem. It is tough to store anything here because you obviously need a walkway to get to your door. So I like that they have an extra storage space. It is a pet peeve of mine when I hear 3-car garage and then the tandem space has a doorway that's it's gonna not allow you to store as much as you would want in your garage. It's gonna be the same look at that primary closet. And then next to the primary closet, we just have some storage space here, which is great. Just a storage area. And then we have another bedroom that is private from the other areas of the home. Now this does have a full bathroom that I'll show you next. It is accessible from the hallway. Love the ceiling height in here again. You have a closet on this side. And then we do have a full bathroom right off of this bedroom. Now what I like about this plan, and what I think a lot of buyers say they love about the 216 plan with Highland Homes, is everybody says the obvious, the windows, the ceiling height makes a big difference. It feels more like a forever home rather than a starter home. But I think also they say that the plans are organized really well. This bedroom is great for whoever needs some privacy on this one-story plan. The primary bedroom and bathroom is all the way around there. And then you're gonna see where the rest of the bedroom, study, and media room are over here. In other words, it's a one-story plan that you can still get a lot of privacy in this one-story plan. Don't think that's easy to do without having a ton of hallways and have like a maze running through your home. I think this plan does not waste square footage and gives people this feeling of open concept, but still having a lot of the rooms that people are looking for in their home. This is gonna be one of the other bedrooms. So you have a walk-in closet here. And then you have a full bathroom that is en suite. like the upgrades that they've chosen here. I like this tile, it's got some good vertical movement in it. And this bedroom is also private from the other areas, right? So we have a bedroom on the right side, we have a primary bedroom in the back left, that spare bedroom we just went to. So they're all private from each other. We're gonna see two bedrooms that are next to each other, but everything else is very private from each other, including this media room. So a lot of people say on their one-story plans, they want an area where the kids can play, can have their own room, or some people want like a workout room. And this media room on this one story is fantastic. If you see the electrical right there, up on the wall, that's where you'd have a TV. And because you have no windows in this room, you can easily put an L-shaped couch right around this side, right up against the wall. You can really maximize space in here. I'm actually surprised they did a consistent flooring in the media room. Usually you do carpet, otherwise there's a little bit more of an echo, but obviously you can just put a rug in here. I think most people would like this, especially for people with allergies. They like that consistent flooring and they hate carpet other than in the bedroom. But I like overall this media room and the positioning of it because you can just exit, get out to the main living area, and then it's kind of away from all the other bedrooms. Okay, so we have a study here, and I like the positioning of this study. It's got great windows off the front of the home. And if I did miss it, we're actually in a cul-de-sac. So I like this cul-de-sac. You can see a basketball net over there with a neighbor that's clearly moved in. You get some really good privacy on this part of the cul-de-sac. Now we got some doors with a glass insert. I would tell you these look great. I have a lot of buyers that do this at a design studio, but if you have children, young children, where if they see you, they want to play with you, that might be tough, especially if they're on the first floor and they're knocking on your door constantly. So I would definitely factor that in. Not trying to deter you, I do think they look great, but I would definitely factor that in. Coming back around to the front door, I want to show you this. I like this light fixture as soon as you walk in and how you can see all the way out to that greenery that we were looking at before. Okay, while we go through this bedroom that does have another in-suite full bathroom, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about Bryson and then where you can find more homes for sale. So Bryson is right off of 183, and the highway that's here of 183 connects you to the rest of the city. So you can get to the second downtown of Austin, which is the Domain. You can get there fairly quickly. Also, right along 183, because it's such a major highway, they have two massive mixed-use development spaces that are one's under construction, the other one's still in the planning phase, but they're called Leander Northline and Leander Springs. If you look into those developments, they are big mixed-use development spaces. One has a huge lagoon, it's gonna have a hotel, it's gonna have restaurants and shops, it's $1 billion project. The other one, Leander Northline, is also a huge project with this mixed-use development space. And as I head outside and then I'm gonna head back to the front of this home, I just wanted to show you, to get a home like this that backs up to greenery and has huge projects that are coming pretty much a 5-minute drive from here, right around 5 minutes, depending on how quick you can get past the highway. That is incredible. And to get access to a highway while still getting a view like this, a highway that can get you to the Domain, get you closer to downtown, that's why people are moving to Leander and picking areas like Bryson, because there just isn't a whole lot of land right off of 183, the highway, and most of the new construction will just get further and further away from the city. Also, I wanted to tell you that if you are watching this video on YouTube, I usually post these videos on YouTube a month after I actually do this tour. If you want to see the most up-to-date information on homes for sale, go to my website. It's rajsahu.com/buy. I'll put a link in the description of this video right at the top that shows you that gets you to my website and gets you to homes for sale. So I tour a lot of homes that are about to come up for sale, and I post them there first on my website. Also, if you wanted help on new construction, my name is Raj Sahu. I'm a realtor in Austin, Texas, and I've represented clients with 19 different builders. So if you want my perspective on what's happening in the market, which builds are great, which builds are not great, feel free to reach out to me. My number is in the description of the video. And also, if you want a good look at what it's like to live out here, it is amazing. I'm shooting this in the end of November, and I gotta tell you, if you're watching this, you're up in the northern part of the United States. I grew up in Pennsylvania, so I know what it's like to live here, and I love this. It's like 70 degrees right now. It's not always like that. It is brutally hot in the summer, but there are ways around that I can definitely tell you. But this is the life, to live out here and just go walk outside your home and have a beautiful home that backs up to greenery and be able to just get outside and have this beautiful day in the middle of November. That is incredible. All right, great. I hope this helps. This is a 216 plan with Highland Homes. Comment below on what you thought about this home, and I hope this helps. Take care.